Everybody, welcome back to the channel, Music with Todd Ledbetter. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Hey, we're going to do something a little bit special. Some of you really like the David Bowie reactions that I do, and I've been doing them for about a year now, and I've just recently done the Young Americans album in 2 parts, and pretty good response as far as views go. Not overwhelming, but more than 100, so that's good for me. But some of you are requesting songs that I've already heard from David Bowie, of course, and obviously I heard a couple of songs on the Young Americans album, but most of that album I hadn't heard. Super great. Just is really turning me into a David Bowie fan. Like a lot of my friends throughout my whole life have been like rabid fans of David Bowie. And now I'm starting to understand more. Anyways, to keep a long story as long as I possibly can. No, I'm just kidding. Mary requested a couple of songs that I'd already heard. But she requested this one here. And I thought, you know what? Yes, I have heard this a bunch of times. I've seen this. But it is pretty appropriate. I would love to just share this one right now. Bing Crosby and David Bowie, Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy. Let's see. I'm trying to see. I forgot to look to see when this was done. Okay, I'm not seeing... Oh, 1977. Okay, no, wait. It's Bing Crosby, David Bowie performing. Yeah, Little Drummer, 1977. Okay, so this is when that was done. Gosh, that's so long ago if you think about it. It doesn't feel like the 70s were that long ago, but yeah, they were. They were long ago, and so much has changed. But I want to get into this video right now. So let's check out Bing Crosby. If you don't know who he is, he's just a old-time famous singer and actor from back in those days. Let me oh boy, I forgot to set up my... There we go. All right, let's do this. This is going to be... this is so good. I love this. I love this so much. I've seen it probably 20 times, maybe not a bunch, but maybe 20's more than I have, but somewhere 20 or under. But it's worth watching it again, especially this time of year. It's so good.
Hello. You the new butler?
Well, it's been a long time since I've been the new anything.
What's happened to Hudson?
I guess he's changing.
Yeah, he does that a lot, doesn't he? I'm David Bowie. I live down the road.
Oh.
Sir Percival lets me use his piano when he's not around. He's
Percival's
not
a nice guy.
I can honestly say I haven't seen him, but come on in. Come in.
Because there's nobody named Percival,
Come on
maybe?
in.
Are you related to Sir Percival?
Well, distantly, yeah.
Oh, you're not the poor relation from America, right?
Ha! Gee, news sure travels fast, doesn't it? I'm Bing.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. You're the one that sings, right?
Well, right or wrong, I sing either way.
Oh, well, I sing too.
Oh, good. What kind of singing?
Well, mostly the contemporary stuff. Do you like modern music?
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fine. But tell me, you ever listen to any of the older fellas?
Oh, yeah, sure. I like John Lennon and the other one with Harry Nilsson.
Ooh, you go back that far, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm not as young as I look.
None of us is these days.
In fact, I've got a 6-year-old son, and he really gets excited around the Christmas holiday thing.
Do you go in for any of the traditional things in the Bowie household Christmas time?
Oh, yeah, most of them, really. Presents, tree, decorations, agents sliding down the chimney.
What?
I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Actually, our family do most of the things that other families do. We sing the same songs.
Do you?
I even have a go at White Christmas.
You too, huh?
And this one. This is my son's favorite. Do you know this one?
Oh, I do indeed. It's a lovely thing.
They told me, bum-bum-bum-bum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Peace on earth, can it be? Years from now, perhaps we'll see. See the day of glory. See the day when men of goodwill live in peace, so peace on earth when we come. Every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care enough for his fellow man, to give all the love that he can. I pray my wish will come true for my child and your child too. He'll see the day of glory. I play my day for him when men of goodwill live in peace again. Peace on earth. Can it be? Can it be?
It's a pretty thing, isn't it?
That's great. Just want to go right back to. Oops.
Can it be?
Just right there for a sec. Just look at those two. That was special. I've always just thought that was amazing. You know, just the two. I mean, they are very far apart generationally. You know, David Bowie. I'm looking at him. He looks so young. You know, obviously he is young here in '77. What is he in his 20s or early 30s? Maybe, I don't know really exactly. Bing Crosby always looked old to me. You know, he looks old here, but he's probably in his 60s or something. You know, he just back then people just looked older. I don't know. I don't know what their age difference is, but their voices blend together just beautifully. David's voice in particular, you know, I've talked a lot about his ability to have lots of different voices in his music over time, and it's confused me some. You know, it's really it's one of the things that sort of throws me off with David Bowie. And then I come back to something like this where his pure, which seems to me it's his pure singing voice, is just so beautiful. He has such control. He has so much control that he's got several voices he can pull from, which is just amazing. People, you know, I say this a lot when I do David Bowie stuff, that my friends and acquaintances and musician friends, I'm talking specifically, that are huge David Bowie fans, just say how much they love his voice. They love the way he sings. You know, and I think I didn't understand what they meant because they didn't really explain it. That's not enough of an explanation to say why you're a David Bowie fan, I don't think, because just to say you love his voice, you love the way he sings, because he sings so many different ways, you know, so I mean, and I get it, it's all encompassing, it's all part of it, but that's what I never really, you know, understood, because I would hear songs where David Bowie's voice would be kind of funny, weird, you know, I'm like, really? You love that? You love the way he sings? But now I've come to appreciate these different characters. I guess you can actually say characters when it comes to David Bowie, even if it was just within, you know, a different character within a song or something, you know, let alone a whole album or a whole tour or a whole persona that might have lasted a couple of years or whatever. I'm not a huge fan of, not, excuse me, I misspoke. I'm not an aficionado of Bing Crosby's music, although I've known him all of my life, growing up with these kind of TV specials and stuff like that in the 70s where you had 3 channels or whatever. And, you saw what they showed you. And how, Bob Hope and Bing Crosby and just stuff like that. So I've always known about him, but I've never listened to his albums. I may have probably more Christmas songs from him than anything else. Probably more Christmas songs that Bing Crosby has released than any of his other music. It might be interesting to take a dive into Bing and see, what he was all about and what his, vocal abilities really are. Here, he had a very low voice, but just very calm, mellow, but powerful, commanding voice to me. It seems to me. And, when David comes in with peace on earth, it just sounds so good. It just sounds so good. But just kind of a holiday special, Yes, I've heard this, but I think this is the first time I really, really, really watched this and listened to it and with these kind of ears. And I think I come away appreciating it even more. It's such a short little medley. The way they intertwined it and stuff was really cool. Just the production of it. They had, they're both singers and actors, and it shows in this little clip, when you think about it. Yes, they're both singers. You think about, yeah, okay, they're both singers and they sang beautifully, but the whole thing was acting. And the way David was so casual, and he's walking from one side of Bing around to the other, picking up a book, doing this, his humor was a little bit biting towards Bing. And Bing just kind of rolled with it. I mean, don't you think, if you think about what he was saying, all the different things he was saying, I can't remember all of them, but first thing he says, "Oh, are you the new butler or whatever?" And Bing's like, "It's been a long time since I've been a new anything." He just rolled with it. I mean, I don't know if that was scripted or how that came about, but David Bowie's comments to Bing Crosby were a little bit biting, I thought. In a funny, kind of interesting way. Maybe I don't know what to say about that or explain why that was, but acting just really, it's beautifully done. I mean, the way that they were just so casual around the piano and kind of coming into the room and having a conversation, it didn't sound, it sounded like a real movie. It didn't sound like non-actors trying to act. They were so, just at ease with it and believable, really, in a way. Just that it was really just organic, obviously not, but it came across that way, which I think was the intent. But great song. I felt like Mary just suggested this to me tonight, and was getting ready to do some session here, and I thought, I'm going to just do this one first, even though there's other priorities that I have. She was right. It is a special performance and a special song, and so I'm just going to post this tonight and upload it while I'm working on some other reactions. Got a lot of really interesting sounding recommendations coming up from Ko-Fi users and Patreon members that I'm really excited about. All of a sudden I got a bunch of recommendations, and I'm just going to be handling a lot of that over the next couple of days, because those people that have been recommending over on those platforms of mine are really good. And when you listen to my channel, you're listening to a lot of their recommendations. So I appreciate that. So thank you, Mary. Happy holidays to you. And I hope you guys all have happy holidays and happy new year. And we will see you in the next video. Also, down in the comments too, please, if you don't mind, or if you care to, please leave a comment. Love to hear from you. All right. You guys have a great night, whatever's left of it. Bye-bye.